Leadership, leadership, leadership. Oh my goodness. A word that is so given to everybody like a participation trophy. And I understand why we are in a social media digital age. Everybody's doing hype marketing. But today, you and I are about to be taking the ultimate test of leadership. Will you pass? Let's find out. This is the ME Show.
On me, girls on me, on the dance floor, all eyes on me. Who is he? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be. All eyes on me,
all eyes on the prize, money supersized. G5 super fly, should be supervised. Do or die, open up your eyes, head to the sky. Keep a mean bad mommy on the side. Make a tsunami, kamikaze on the mind. Spit flow, paparazzi flash shine. Get dough, champagne, Merlot. Cash and tango, in the VIP. Now she wanna touch her ankle. Get low, mueve mami como el dembow. All eyes on me, peeping through the window. Get mine, get yours, believe it or not. In the meantime, I'ma keep my eyes on the
all
top.
eyes on me, drinks on me, girls on me, on the dance floor. All eyes on me, who is he? Man, you better come get your girl dog. All eyes on me, party like a rock star. You can find me in VIP. All eyes on me, yeah, where the girls are. This is how your night should be.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a brand new installment of the ME Show. I am your host with the avocado toast, Ali Badawi, and you know I got the heat for you today. I want to talk to you about this whole concept and idea or title of leadership. You know, it's so interesting to me that everyone gets to be called a leader, especially in the network marketing profession, that if somebody just recruits one person or gets one customer, by default, they're called a leader. But what is actually leadership? What does it really mean? It's defined differently by different people in different organizations based on culture, behavior, and mindset. But I know if you're here, you are leading the way at least and trying to kind of mount to that level of leadership that you are inspiring to be. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Are you an entrepreneur? What do you do? Where are you doing it from? And definitely tag that leader that is motivated and inspiring your life, because this is going to be the ultimate test. I got exposed to this a couple of years ago, and I had been given these questions, and I had to do an inventory of my self-evaluation to kind of identify, do I have what it takes to be considered a leader, to be called a leader, to lead an organization or a team? Well, let's talk about it right here, right now. So first things first, leadership, the title itself does not define your leadership qualities or abilities. It only locates where you are sitting. It only shows us where your office is, if you will. It doesn't really mean that you are actually making an impact as a leader. So it's extremely important for you and I to understand that leadership only defines where you are sitting, or rather the title only defines where you are sitting. It does not mean that you are truly leading, right? The question that I usually have been told to ask when you leave the room or the organization, or when you are in it, are we better off with you or without you? Are we better off with you in the organization or without you? That is a really hard pill to swallow, because you gotta have to humble yourself a little bit and ask, what kind of impact, what kind of movement have I created? Who did I truly help? Did I actually make anybody's life better? Did I create any sense of transformation? So are we better off with you in the room, or are we better off with you not in the room, right? See, the reality is everyone loves a winner, and therefore you must be in the actual field making it happen. A lot of times the idea of leadership is managing people. In all sincerity, leadership is not management. Leadership is to simply serve other individuals to their desired outcome. It's to serve other individuals to their desired outcome. So who are you serving in your organization, in your company, in your team right now? How are you serving them? How are you impacting their day-to-day? Are you actually in the field with them, getting down and dirty, or are you just sitting in the 10th floor and saying, go do this and go do that? Because you're confusing delegation and management over actual leadership. Two separate different things, right? You got to understand that the actual impact that we're talking about isn't just when you are on Zoom or in front of a camera or on a live stream. It's on and off camera. What are you doing when no one is watching? What are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you impacting yourself with first? How are you taking care of you? What kind of relationships are you developing from behind the scene? How is your relationship with your significant other and your children? See, that is leadership, because I inspire to be like someone who is where I want to be in my life. So by default, I'm attracted in who they are and how they operate. That's leadership qualities that I want into my life. Most people, they put a great message on social media. They put a great message on a live stream, but behind the scene, their life is terrible. Their life is total doo-doo. They don't have good relationships with their kids, with their wives, or their husbands, or whatever the significant other is. And they try to impress upon the individual that is watching a live that they are doing things the proper way, just because they read a chapter of a book or anything like that. So leadership is your essence, is who you are, and then let that be the transference of energy, right? Like emotion, energy in motion, the transference of energy. So I inspire every single day to be a better husband, a better business partner, a better father, a better friend, and let that documented process be the way to lead, not blah, blah, word, right? So it's important to understand that. Our job as leaders is to simply develop other leaders and educate them and prepare them how to handle adversity. Because the reality and the truth of the matter is, in business or anything in life that is worth something is going to come with a sense of adversity. It is not going to be easy, but it comes with a sense of adversity. So what kind of preparation are you putting in place for those who are following you to be ready to the next level? Diddy said it best: more money, more problems. It's true. It doesn't mean that it's negative things. It's just more money is going to come with more challenges and more opportunities. And you have to have the thick skin up here and all over your body to be able to take the hits. Now, someone hopefully has prepared you for that. Now, it is your role as a leader to prepare the next generation to be prepared for adversity. When businesses don't work out, when people that they love the most are not going to support them, when huge organizations are going to quit and bail, when algorithms and technology changes and destroys the whole industry, and so on and so forth. So are you preparing the individual for that adversity, or are you, again, just micromanaging each individual so they can get you one customer a day so you can say that my organization is growing? So again, it's important to not confuse a title with leadership. You may have a rank, you may have a title in an organization, but it does not make you a leader. Heck, it doesn't even qualify you as a leader. Leadership is not a participation trophy. Leadership is simply an educational process that you are going through and including other people in that. And as you hit new milestones, they're following your leadership. But you gotta hit those milestones in order for people. And it doesn't mean just business. It doesn't mean just commissions. It doesn't mean just rank. It means in a personal sense as well. You gotta be developed better. To elevate simply means to dominate. See, I like to dominate, and you know that usually gets misconstrued as or misunderstood as a negative thing. I'm not trying to dominate people. I'm not trying to, aggressively. None of that. I want to dominate my own issues. I want to dominate my own flaws. I want to dominate my own fears. I want to dominate my own daily method of operation. I want to dominate my own income producing activities. That is how you elevate yourself. There are many flaws that I have, and every single day I try to work on them. Bad habits, bad distractions, right? And I got to dominate those. So what are you dominating? What are you elevating? See, you have people counting on you each and every single day. Every single day, people are counting on you. And by the way, not just on the field, but off the field as well. My son is counting on me. He's watching my behavior every single day. He's mimicking everything that I do, good or bad. My daughter, my wife is counting on me to lead the way as much as I'm counting on her to be the leader that she is in our family and our company. So you need to elevate everything because people are counting on you. It starts with purpose. It starts with passion. It starts with patience. It starts with perseverance. Yes, they all have P's, the 4 P's of business. So what kind of perseverance are you developing through the muck, through the challenges? What kind of patience are you showcasing to everyone around you that you're willing to go the distance and not quit? How are you showcasing your passion? Or are you quitting when things get hard, when you get hit? Being on time. That's something that you need to dominate. You know how many meetings I show up in and people, like, I'm 5 minutes before. Sometimes I'm before the company owner's of that very same companies. I'm like, you own the company and you're not even showing up on time or early for your own company. How do you want everybody else to show up for you? So it's extremely important to be on time. Being solution based and not gossip driven. Being solution based. It's easy to talk smack about people. Heck, most people who talk trash don't even understand 90% of the situation that they're talking about, but it feels good to talk garbage about people. It makes that individual feel better about their own garbage, right? Like instead of actually taking out their own trash, they want to point out everybody else's trash while they don't even understand what's going on from behind the scene. So don't gossip. Don't be a negative person. Don't be a hater. Rather, find a solution. Find the opportunity within the obstacle, right? Life is psychological and it is physical. In that order, by the way. You tell your body what you want it to do. My wife and I are fasting today, and fasting is not easy. It's challenging. You're not nurturing your body, right? That's at least what you're thinking at first. But we educated ourselves on certain things in certain areas, whether it was psychological, whether it was spiritual, whether it was physical, and we tell our body like, I'm okay. I'm gonna be good, and we're doing this for the next 3 days. I'm gonna be okay. No food, no problem, because I'm telling my body what to listen to. So what are you telling your body about your business, about your organization, about your process, about your prospecting, about your income producing activities? Why are you saying this is hard? Nobody's talking to me. There's nobody to talk to. No one is interested in my business. That's the psychological part, and your physical is going to absolutely follow. Many people that I talk to, especially in the home-based business arena, what do you love about your company? They usually say, man, it's like a family in here. Great. Well, how are you showcasing your family contribution? See, I believe that family is all about humility. It's about serving others. It's about gratitude. The acronym of family is forget about me, I love you. Forget about me, I love you. So think about that. If it's forget about me, I love you, then I have to put myself last, put you first, dedicate my time to you, dedicate my servitude to you, give you the gift that you are desiring to receive from me. And it's hard to do those things, but that's what family is all about. And if you don't understand that, you probably don't have kids yet. Because when you have kids, you're willing to go hungry to feed your children. You're willing to put them first before your own desires. You're willing to show gratitude and happiness for everything that they do, good or bad. So be family oriented as you claim it, but actually back it up. IPAs, income producing activities. It's invite, it's present, it's validate, and activate. Invite to a webinar, to a funnel, to a group. Present the information and let the video or something do something for you instead of you doing it yourself. Validate, 3-way calls, and activate, enroll. If you're not doing any of these 4 things that I just mentioned to you right now, you're not doing any income producing activities. You're just not. Leader versus title. Understand this. Do you take responsibility or do you blame? Oh man, you don't understand. It's that guy, it's that company, it's that product, it's that back office, is this or is that? Or do you take responsibility? Hey, I just haven't had the volume that I needed to have to compensate for the lacking pieces. Fear is real, but so is courage. And courage is a decision. See, like the firefighter knows that there's fire in front of them. They just decide, I'm going to run through that door and I'm going to fight that fire. So courage is just as real as fear. Pick your real. Leaders develop the future and well-being of their team, not just their business volume. Leaders develop the future and well-being of their team, not just their business volume. So how are you developing somebody in your organization today, personally or business-wise? Do the dreaming, dream the doing, do the planning, then you can dominate to elevate. But you got to do it in that order. You have to be a visionary and dream what you want. Then you have to plan for that dream. How am I going to make that happen? Then you go and execute. If you're not obsessed, you're not ready. I didn't say you're not able. You're just not ready. Like, it's an obsession game, folks. I am obsessed with being the best version of myself. I'm not competing with anybody. I just want to be the best that I can be. I'm obsessed with that. I hate losing more than I love winning. I love creating things and creating solutions and helping people. I genuinely do. But my action is going to validate whether I mean that or not. So you got to be obsessed. If you have a plan B, you're not ready. Let me explain. I'm not saying just quit your job and burn the boats. No. I used to think that way, but I grew up a little, thank God. What I'm saying is, for the one business that you are dedicated to, don't have a backup business. Get it on cruise control, and then you can add something else. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Keep your job and give it 100%. But that side business also, in its own dedicated time, 2 hours a day, whatever you have to it, give it 100%. Because it's not about how much time I have. It's about what am I doing with the time that I actually have. So you got to be obsessed with winning. You got to be obsessed with making it to the top. You got to be obsessed about giving mom the house that she dreams of, or retiring dad, or whatever that reason why that you have. It's obsession. Work hard, then you can dominate. Yes, it is about working hard. I know working smart is important. I get it. I work smart. I think so, at least. I delegate a lot, but I love to work, and I will give it 100% on everything that I do. So I hope that this gave you an idea of how you can determine if you are leading or you're just riding a title, if you are a leader or you are someone in a rank. This was a hard pill to swallow for me when I started this. A very, very hard pill to swallow, because I had to call myself out and realize, like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not doing what I promised to be doing. But sometimes you need someone like me to nudge you a little bit, shake you up a little bit, heck, even upset you at times. I hope that this message was received with the love that it was intended. I genuinely want to help you, support you. There are major announcements down the horizon. By the way, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing a webinar domination. If you want access to that, let me know. Tonight at 8 p.m., I'm doing the Great Discovery, which is derived from the Six Sigma Management Institute process. Now it's packaged for the solopreneur. If you want to have access to learn more about that, how you can operate at a C-level execution, I'd love to give you access to that. And there's a whole lot more. So I love you and I appreciate you. And until next time, peace out, everybody.